Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to Turham Media's podcast program by Khadijah Senior High School Surabaya. The place where you get quality information about everything, especially interesting and exclusive news about Khadijah Raya. Well, hello, welcome back with me, Fadli Naufal Novanto. So, in this occasion, we will have a special guest and we will talk about his education background experience and also his activity in his daily life. So, meet Tommy. Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
It's really pleasant to meet you. So, how do you feel today?
It feels great. I just gave my presents to my students this morning, and now I have a podcast session now. Just a bit nervous, but I hope everything went well.
Yeah, so don't be nervous. It's gonna be chill.
Right.
Okay. So, before we start the conversation, introduce yourself to the audience and what should we call you?
Actually, my original name is Trung Giang Minh Thông. That's like my Vietnamese name, but I would prefer to be called by my nickname, Tommy. So everyone call me Tommy or Mas Tommy. No Mister, no Sir, no nothing.
Okay, Mas Tommy. So, we heard that you're from Vietnam and currently studying in Australia. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the specific name for the uni and what major are you in?
Okay, so I'm currently studying in University of Sydney. I'm located in Sydney City, of course, and my major is software engineering.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So, University of Sydney is one of the top uni in the world, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay. Okay, so you've been staying here in Indonesia for about like 1 month and a half. Could you start by telling us the program that you're currently participating in?
Okay, so my program is actually it's called Global Volunteer Program from Isaac, and I'm focusing on what's that? The quality education for it's like one of the SDGs, if you know. So that's why I'm teaching in Khadijah school right now. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the main purpose of this program?
Main purpose of this program. So this program they focus on maintaining and developing the 17 SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals that I've mentioned before. And specifically for this program is focused on quality education goal out of those 17 goals.
So, in that 1 month and a half, you're teaching, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's really interesting. And out of all the countries you could have chosen, why did you decide on Indonesia? Like, what makes Indonesia an interesting place for teaching?
So, since Indonesia is also in Southeast Asia, is like one of the neighbors of my country, Vietnam. So I think it's like a good chance for me to explore more about our neighbor, Indonesia. Also, I have some friends who are Indonesian too in my uni. So, yeah, why not? It's a very great country.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been living in Australia for a while now. Could you share what life is like there as an international student? You're from Vietnam, right? Yeah. And what are some challenges or maybe exciting moments that you've experienced?
Okay. Well, let's say the challenges first. Of course, for everyone that go to a new country that I've never been to before, will have difficulty for language barrier, of course. Also, I got a bit of culture shock about Western culture. Everyone is very friendly. They're very open-minded, but you have to be an active person in order to get along with them. Because like everyone is active. If you not very active, then we can will not get along with them well, I think. And for good experience, that is when I make new friends from different countries, from China, from New Zealand, from Australia, from Taiwan, Indonesia, also Taiwan. Have I mentioned Taiwan before?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then my bad. Yeah, so a lot of friends from different countries, and I hang out with them. That's like a very beautiful memory and experience to me. Yeah.
That's it. Well, that sounds like such a great experience. So, again, when we talk about culture shock, there must be plenty of new things that you encountered in Australia.
Yeah.
Could you share some of the surprising things that you experienced when you first came to Australia?
Surprising things. I guess the first thing that I got surprised was the weather in Australia. Because a lot of time when I arrived Australia, it was in the winter, so I got a bit of temperature shock there. I was sick, but it's not too serious because it's too cold compared to the weather in Vietnam. Yeah, but it's not too bad. And also, I was overwhelmed by numerous clubs and activities and competitions from my uni. So it took me a while to get used to every activities in the school, and also explore my school. So yeah, since we're talking about experience in uni, so I just want to say there are also a lot of activities and competitions in my school, and I have attended a few of competitions. So it's also a part of my beautiful memory experience in my uni. Yeah.
Okay. So about the weather, which one
Weather.
do you prefer, in Vietnam or Australia?
For traveling, I would prefer Australia because they got summer and winter, and for people from my country, they really like cold weather, especially in my city, because we only have just like in Indonesia, we have only have rainy and summer seasons. But for long term, I would prefer the weather in Vietnam, just like rainy and summer season is easier to live, I would say. But for traveling, I would prefer Australia.
It's kind of similar to Indonesia.
Yeah,
Indonesia
yeah.
too, right?
Weather in Vietnam is very similar to
Yeah.
Indonesia.
So the next question is, what is your impression during teaching in the school? In the school,
Impression.
yeah, maybe to the students or teachers, and also maybe you could mention the people that you've met.
That I've met. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So my impression about Khadijah School. First of all, it's the about everything that this school is able to provide to the students in order to give them like the best environment to develop themselves, facility, quality education, and exclusive facilities like this podcast room, or like the music show room. So I was very impressed. But the thing that I was impressed the most is always about the people here. So I still remember the first day that I arrived at school. My English teacher, Miss Sita, she took me around the school, introduced me to every single teacher at the school. So I was very impressed by the people here. They're very nice and very friendly to me. And also my students too. Every student in classes that I have taught, they're very cute, they're very friendly, and I feel very lucky that that I got welcomed by everyone in Khadijah school, and yeah, thank you guys very much for welcoming me. Yeah,
How about the people outside of the school? Maybe,
people outside of school.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe the one from your house. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would say, if you ask me about my favorite thing ever in Indonesia, um, it could be food, could be facility, could be traffic, but to me, my favorite thing ever is always about the people in Indonesia. Like everyone just so nice and so friendly. They really welcome foreigners like me. So, yeah, just like the host family that I'm staying in right now. They treat me like a child in their family. Um, I also call them Papa and Mama, which is like mom and dad in the family, and um, they have taken me to good places like Taman Dayu, Galaxy Mall. They bought me a lot of good food, like the donuts, chocolates, a lot of things, I would say. And yeah, they treat me like a kid in the family, and I really love them. Yeah, always about people in Indonesia.
yeah, that's very lovely.
Thank you.
So now we're going to have a special session.
Mm.
So it's time for the Q&A.
Okay, Q&A.
Okay. So let's start with the first questions. Anybody?
Okay.
I want to know about his favorite food in Vietnam, Australia, and here.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait.
Okay.
So, she wanna know what is your favorite food in Vietnam? Three countries: Vietnam, Australia, and Indonesia.
Okay. That's
The
a
best, the
question that involves a lot of things. Okay.
Okay.
So first, let's talk about Vietnam first. I think my favorite food ever is probably just the popular Vietnamese food. They are pho, so which is like Vietnamese noodle soup with beef or chicken, and then we also got bún bò Huế, which is also kind of like noodle soup, but it tastes totally different from pho. And then cơm tấm, which is like Vietnamese broken rice with grilled pork and eggs and a lot other toppings. Cơm tấm is like the popular dish in my area, like in the south, in my city. And lastly, is bánh mì, like Vietnamese sandwich. So if you know, you know. Okay, let's talk about Australia. Australia is kind of tough because it is the country with diverse culture. If I have to say a favorite, well, mention a favorite thing about Australia, then I would say it's the most signature thing is Tim Tam. It's like kind of like a chocolate crackers in Australia.
Oh, Tim Tam.
But in terms of savory food in Australia, I don't know. Because they just come from many countries like Thai food, Japanese food, Vietnamese, Italian. But I would say Italian food in Australia is very good. But because it's not originally from Australia, so I would not mention it here. I would only say Tim Tam, chocolate crackers. And about Indonesia, my two favorite ones ever are bakso and soto. Especially soto, I really love it. Yeah, they are all that come with soup, so I really love soup. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And oh wait, so you also have tried the stinky beans, right? Or pate.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion about that?
My opinion. Well, it stinks, of course.
You like it or not?
If I have many other options, then I would not choose stinky beans. Yeah, I would choose something better like a soto or bakso. Very sorry for those who are a fan of stinky beans. Yeah.
Okay, so next question, please.
I want
Yeah.
to know where's the place you have to go in Surabaya.
Okay, so she wanna know the place where you have gone to.
Mm. Um, Actually, I've been to many places. It's just I can't remember all of the places. So I've been to um, Tamandayu. Um, I've been to Zhongzhengan Street, Zhongzhengan Mall. I've been to Bakuan City Mall, and I've also been to Bakuan Plaza. And what else? Is there anything else that I've missed?
The zoo.
Oh yeah, Surabaya Zoo. I've also been to the Surabaya Museum. I just forget the name for now. I'm sorry for that. But
Tugu
yeah,
Pahlawan.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tugu Pahlawan.
yeah. So also Surabaya Zoo and the museum. Many places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all. That's all the places that are coming up in my mind right now.
Okay, that's awesome. And then, anybody else?
What your dream jobs in the future as a software engineering?
So, what is your dream job as? What is your dream job for the future?
That's my dream job.
Yeah.
Well, since my major is software engineering, so my dream job is to become a software engineer, probably in famous companies like Google, Facebook, TikTok. Um, but yeah, in real life, when I get into the job, I got to well go from bottom to the top. So I gotta be like a junior developer, then senior developer, then probably manager or software engineer. So it gotta, you know. But yeah, if Google, Facebook, TikTok, if you're watching this, please recruit me. Please
Okay.
recruit me.
Okay,
Give me a
hopefully.
chance. Yeah.
Wait. So, do you find like programming stuff? Do you find it is hard for like programming stuff?
Well, it's definitely tough and stressful. Well, but don't get me wrong. Every major has their own difficulty. But yeah, since you asking about programming, so of course it's very hard. Also takes me a lot of time to solve a problem too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not easy at all.
Okay.
I think I'm getting bored now because of programming. I've just been doing
Okay.
programming too much.
Okay. Anybody else?
Can you give us our ideas about some tips to choose a major in college?
Some
Okay.
tips to-
Yeah. So, could you give us some tips for for us to choose what major?
Okay, tips to choose your majors.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty tough. I would say try to balance between your passion or your hobby and the job in reality. Try to balance those factors so that you can choose the best major for you. And yeah, just do research, watch YouTube videos about experience in different fields so that you can get some sense of what they do in that field, and also seek advices from your parents.
Yeah.
It's a very good advice, I would say, because I always seek advice from my parents, and is never a wrong idea to me. Or seek advice from your teachers too, from your friends, and most importantly, you gotta listen to your heart too. But try to balance those factors that I've mentioned before. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Thank
So, again, another questions.
Oh no, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you choose like software engineering? Is it your passion as a high schoolers or what?
Okay.
Mm.
So, why did you choose software engineering?
Mhm.
Is that your passion, or
Okay.
is that from your parents' recommendations? Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, so in the end of my high school, we gotta decide our majors. So at that time, I also did a lot of research, watched a lot of YouTube videos, about what people say about that field or that major. And I also seek advice a lot from my parents, my dad, my mom, and also from my teachers. And then at one day, I tried taking a free course about programming, and I just realized programming is interesting to me. So that's why I started to become more and more um, interested in programming. That's why I ended up choosing software engineering. Well, but there are, in my school there are different majors related to IT, like computer science, software development, or software engineering. But at that time, I decided to choose software engineering as the as a challenge for me to just want to challenge myself a bit, because it's like the engineering level, so it's not easy. But yeah, I think it's good for myself. Yeah, that's how I ended up choosing software engineering.
So, another questions or not? Okay,
That's all?
yeah, I think that's enough.
Okay, nice.
Okay,
Thank you guys
wow.
very much.
Okay, wow. Time flies when we're having a great conversation.
True.
Yeah, but before we wrap up, since today is your last day in Indonesia,
Yeah.
do you have any final messages for students or maybe teachers that you've met here?
Hmm. Let's just start off with the teachers first. Um, I'm always impressed about the teachers here. Like they are so enthusiastic about the job. They love their students so much. So I really admire you guys, especially the English teachers accompanying me for the past few weeks, Miss Sita and Miss Sophie. Um, Without you, I don't know how it's gonna be like without you guys, to be honest. So I really appreciate the teachers. Also, my friends who are the LBs, they helped me a lot. They accompanied me. They helped me to um, be familiar with everything in Indonesia, and also helped me to prepare the materials for the classes. So a big thank to them. Um, Next is my students. Um, I've mentioned before, I just love the students here so much. I really enjoy teaching students here. Everyone's just so nice and just so cute, wholesome, friendly, whatever it is. But yeah, I really enjoy teaching them. I feel like they just like my friends, not really like students anymore, because we are so close together. Um, and let's see, um, who else? Okay, my host family too. I really love my host family. They treat me very well. Just they treat me like a child in a family, like I've mentioned before. So, if I have, let's say if I have one message for my students, I would say, um, just keep pursuing your passions. I just wanna say that wish you all the best for your study, your plan, or your dream in the future, and um, never stop pursuing your passion. And hopefully, everyone um, has a good memory with me in this Khadijah school. So yeah, I really love Indonesia. Well, I've learned this sentence, but I forgot what is zaman. No, how do I say I love Indonesia?
Aku sayang.
Aku sayang Indonesia. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. I really love this country.
Okay. So, that's such a heartfelt message. Well, thank you so much, Tommy, for taking your time to share your stories and experiences on our podcast today.
My pleasure.
Wishing you all the best for your future. And thank you for everyone who tuned in. So, my name is Fatin Novan, and see you in the next podcast episode. Bye bye.
Okay.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Bye
wabarakatuh.
bye.